Hi all, right, welcome back to End of Match in Kharkov, Soviet Solo, Take 2 Part 56. This is a start off. Yeah, and there's our final cards for the turn. So we have Stavka, War Group Popo, 6th Army, and then a 1st Guards Army Units card. So yeah, we didn't get the ability to activate both 3rd Tank and 40th Army, so we've got to make a decision between the two. This one feels the more important one, but it's got the extra risk of moving out of the town. I did, just before pressing record there, have a little look and a wee think about what, because one of the things I was forgetting is the Stavka card gives you a bonus combat tactic in all attacks. So I started getting all brave and saying, maybe I could do more than one attack. Oh no. There's people with their hands in their face right now. And what are you talking about, Grant? Well, yeah, maybe not crazy talk or that crazy. Well, I suppose I looked at this stack. This is 9 strength. It's sitting adjacent to this wee 2 strength 57 core unit. Feels kind of wrong not to maybe just sort of say hello. Now we ended up with more units down here than we had because of that mistake we made. So what we got? I've only got 5 strength in there. Yeah, we've got 9 in there, but can't really do an awful lot about that, really, can we? No. So initially my plan had been, this is 10 strength. There's a 3-step unit in there as well, so I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4 chip pools. Was because we wanted to surround this guy, was bring this guy down into there. Obviously the risk is we're opening up, you know what? What's just recently happened as well. These guys. Yep, they can reach. Damn it. Well, that's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't get surround. It's the only way of getting surround. That's what was making it appealing. No. There's wonder if I could strategically move something, but no, there's not. They're all adjacent to. I mean, if we don't move this, we've got 10 against 3, so it's 3 to 1 odds with 4 chip pools. We get an extra bonus. We're only attacking from 1 hex. I mean, we can't move the units because they're surrounded. I could still use the reinforced battle. I mean, I thought I was maybe going to step away from that, but remember, we get a bonus combat tactic from Stavka, so we could. I mean, I don't think I've got a use for the 6th army card anyway, so I'd maybe just use that reinforced battle. So what did I say, 10? Bringing this guy up would give us 13, so it would be 4 to 1 odds. Well, actually, hold on, because I've been thinking, what's the one that gives you a +2? Panzer, but it's not Panzer Battalion, or must be Tank Battalion or something. We are the Russians, Grant. Sorry, the Soviets. Rifle Brigade. Or tank brigade, add 2 to Soviet combat strength if attacking. That's really good, this as well. Reduce total hits and curb the Soviets in combat by 1. It's amazing. I mean, the thing is, if I go with that, that's 10, 13, that would be 15 to 3. We'd get our 5 to 1. We'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd have 7 chip pools as well. Okay, there you go. That feels like a go then. A wee teeny wee flying about here. It's annoying me. Okay, well that's. I mean, yes, we're not getting surround on the guy. That is a downside. and it's a big downside. But this is going to be silly moving away. If it was just the threat of the Rouse unit, I would have took the chance. Maybe. Well, I would have, I think. But now the fact that these two, I mean, they're possibly going to come down and try and get in there anyway, muscle the way in, but and not only that, remember this road's important, so this is the whole point of trying to get, the main reason really, to try and get rid of this guy. Okay, right, I'm being convinced, because yeah, I'd like to do the attack on this, but what does that achieve? It doesn't really, it's not really achieving anything. This other situation is more important. So yes, I'm going to play the Stavka card and activate the third tank. Now whether I'm going to attack with the other, I might, because you're getting the bonus combat tactic, and I suppose it could backfire a little bit, but excuse me. What, I mean, maybe take the same combat tactic like tank brigade, or what's the other one or intelligence possibly. You know. Right, so we're activating third tank. What are we doing? The guy up here, he's not doing anything. He's just going to sit tight. So now we know this guy's sitting tight as well. These guys can't move, but we're going to attack on that. I don't think there's going to be any movement as such, really, is there? I mean, I don't want to. I mean, this is 5 strength, which is a bit iffy in itself, and this is 9, which is stronger, but this is the VP hex, so I'd rather have it that way. But the 5 itself is a wee bit vulnerable now, isn't it? Because this unit ended up, and then we've got an extra second SS unit, and then, oh, what's that? 4, 7, 9, 12 to 5, so I mean, I've only got 2 to 1 odds there, but, and we've got defender adjacent, so that actually turns it into a 4. Still 2 to 1, mind you. So I mean, the attack, I think the attack card gives a 2 to 1, but no, that's just unit stack, I think. Anyway, we'll worry about that when that happens, right? So, and then we've got this guy in here, I suppose, but you know, I don't see. No, because being, if anything, you should just move back into Kharkov. But I think we'll keep him there because he's on this important road bit, isn't he? That's why we put them there. Right, so I'm not going to move any of that. I'm basically not going to move anything at all. Yeah, actually, that just clicked into my head there about the withdrawal option again, but it's not. I don't think it's what we want to do this time. I think we want to get angry on this guy and tell him to get lost. So, okay, so I think I'm going to do this, and I'm going to attack. Now I might also make this attack. What did I say? 9. Yeah, +2 would give it 11 against 2, 5 to 1 odds, and we can negate a hit to ourselves with that tank brigade. Okay. Right, yes. So, well, this is an important one, so we'll go for it first. So this is attacking here. Yeah, no messing about. We are going to play the reinforced battle. And I'm going to bring this guy 1. Now, 1, 2, I mean, you can either go here or here. It's going to be better here, isn't it? Yeah, because that's on the road. Oh, and it's flanking. Yeah, of course, Grant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So yeah, so he's reinforcing the battle. What was the restriction for that? Selected unit must be supplied and dispersed in the same front as a unit in the combat and not adjacent to an active enemy unit. Yeah. Split up, reinforcing. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. He's okay. So yeah, so reinforced battle. So I'll actually, well, no, I'll leave the card. Well, you know what? I'll keep the card around, just as a reminder to us. And yeah, we're in support as well. That's important. Okay, so that's our. But we are going to play because we're playing Stavka, and it says all attacks receive a bonus combat tactic. So just maybe have a quick browse again. I don't think there's any. I mean, it makes Tank Brigade sounds like the one because it's up in the odds. Add 2 and reduce a hit. It feels like a really strong option. Well, let's see what have we got just now, just in case. That's 8-10 with 4 chip pools. Ten with 4 chip pools, so 13 with 5 chip pools, 13 with 6 chip pools. So 6 chip pools, and obviously our bonus one's going to give us the 7th one once we decide what it is, and then 13 against 3. So at the moment sitting at 4-1. Yeah, it's got to be the Tank Brigade. That's going to be 15-3, up on our odds to 5-1 with a large attack. That's the perfect sort of numbers that you want. And I thought I was going to have this and have the guys surrounded as well, and that would have been icing on the cake, I think. But then again, you see that last attack we had was a big nothing, wasn't it? So it does depend on the chips you pull. Yeah, and remember he's going to get a combat tactic yet as well, so there is that. Right, okay, are we going to go with that? So we're playing Tank Brigade, reinforced battle. We'll get to ignore a hat. Need to keep that one in mind. Hopefully I don't forget that one. Right, okay, I'll be back in a sec and then we'll get the German combat tactic. Right, here we go then. I don't like playing anything else. No, I'm going to keep these last 2 cards. That's fine. We've got Mobile Group Pop Off, and then we've got that First Guards Army Units card, which, well, actually now we might not actually need it for I was talking about any one unit move to maybe move that unit back, but he's not moved now though. So well, it's not good in this battle because it's only the combat tactics only when defending. So right, let's get the German card. Hopefully it's nothing brutal. Here we go. Artillery. Turn 3 onwards, it's artillery. Okay, so put that up there to remind us. Well, I mean, the last battle we had artillery, we never got nothing from it, so here's hoping the same thing happens to them. Okay, so minimum of 2, maximum of 7. We both got armour. He's in the woods. Yuck. No defender adjacent. Yeah, he's got artillery. It's odds chits again we want, really. And we're happy to take an A1 hit, because remember, we can ignore that. Right, I'll get the minimum 2. We'll see where we're at. Well, okay, right, when I said I could take 1 hit, I didn't want it on the first chit. However, there's a D1 there as well, so yeah, we do get to ignore a hit, so let's hope that's only one that we get. This was defender adjacent, disperse unsupplied, so it's not applying, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, 5-1 odds, 7 chip pools, That's got to be 7, so I'm going to get the other 5. Here we go. I'll just bring you in at 6. We've got 1 more to pull. I'd just drawn a flank attack and I thought, yes, we're at D2, and then this was City or Hex not supported on the front. I thought, please, not Woods on the back, and it is. So we're only sitting, it's A1, D1 just now. We really need a hit here because we want to retreat them. So I'll just keep it running. Alright, here we go. Come on, be a good Jin, be a good Jin. Well, I'm not looking at it, chuck it down. It's 1.5 to 1. Well, you know what? I'll probably take it, The only thing is it's going to hit my 3-stepper. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah, just the woods that done us there. Well, we never drew artillery again, so I suppose we should be grateful at that. So what we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 again, so D2, well it's D2A2, isn't it? Yeah, but we will get to ignore 1. Yeah, okay. I don't know. It's not the worst, I suppose. Okay, so 2 hits each. So 2 hits to him. Well, he's got 2 steps. He's not in a town. He's not got an IP, so he will retreat. And I think he's only got 1 option, isn't he? Just can't go here. Can't go here. So yeah. So he's going to retreat to here. I'm just going to leave the cube here. That's where the battle occurred. So that satisfies the first hit. And then now he's going to do a hold check. Ooh, look where he is. He's still blocking the road. Where's he going to retreat? Well, he can't go in here. Yeah, we want him to retreat again, don't we? Yeah, we do. Because if he sits there, he's blocking the road. Right, so hold chance. Where are we? Where is it? Here we go. Hold check. Well, yeah, assign hits. Defender retreated 2 hexes, no. Number of hits remaining is greater than number of steps, no. C, conduct hold check. First calculate defender's hold chance. Number of steps in defending units is 2. Plus twice the VP value of the hex is nothing. Plus 1 if hex is woods, town or city. It is not. It's clear hex, isn't it? Yeah. Woods, town or city, no. Plus 1 if all attackers across Donets or deeper river hexes, no. Minus 2 if defenders unable to trace supply. No, we can trace supply. Plus 2 if retreat would require an extra step loss. No, it would not. Plus 2 if retreat would cause dangerous surround. If retreat would cause dangerous surround to another German. I wouldn't have thought so. No, because we need to get right up round the back, wouldn't we? And we can't do that. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to say no to that. And plus 2 if defending units have already retreated 1 hex. Well, he gets that, so he's on a 4. So we want it greater. Yeah, we want it greater than that. We were sitting at 2 there until that one. Right. So that's it, isn't it? So roll the dice. If the result is less than or equal to 4, apply a step loss. If it's greater than 4, retreat 1 hex. Okay, we want a retreat. I'm going to show you my dice roll. That might get cut up in the corners, you know. Maybe from that. Right, so I want a 5 or higher. Oh no, and you probably can't see it. It's not a 5 or higher. No. Oh, I had a bad feeling of that. Disaster. So it takes a step loss. However, it's still exerting zone of control into these hexes. And yeah. Even a 1 hex, and any 1 unit move, because he's covering 2 hexes here that are on the road. Damn it. Right, okay. Well, that satisfies his second step hit, sorry. Right, we soak up one hit because we played the tank brigade, and unfortunately, well, we've not got real choices anyway. We could eliminate this guy, or we've got to take it on the 3-step unit, so we're going to do that. So that's 48G, and he moves from a 5 strength down to a 3 strength, fortunately. So yeah, I was going to say, we don't even get a 2 hex advance, do we? So that's our hit soaked up. Do we even want to advance? I don't know. I mean, we've the 2 cards left in our hand are not going to enable us to do anything about that now, so that guy is going to go isolated. I mean, not that we're doing anything with him, but the next step is he could lose. I think he loses a step if it goes beyond isolated. So he'll just sit there and die. Right, advance after combat. Right, I'm not sure. I'm going to take these cards away. Reinforced battle's done. Their artillery, which didn't do anything, but however, we didn't do enough. I don't know. I mean, if advance a stack into there, what does that achieve for me? Well, I'm not so sure we want to do that. No, I think I'm just going to stay there. What about the 40th Army unit then? No, I'll just keep him on the road. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to advance. Right, hang on, we're not done yet though, are we? No, because I'm angry. So, so we're going in. We're going to take out on that 57 core unit. Well, I hope. Yeah, let's do it. So I'm going to attack him with 9 strength and 2 chip pools. Is this silly Grant? Probably. We're going to get an extra chip pool from the bonus combat tactic. Like I say, we could do the tank brigade thing again. It's only 3 chip pools. Are we likely to get hurt in that? We might do him a point of damage. Maybe. Is it silly? Oh, let's just do it. Right, so 9, and we're going to play the tank brigade again. So that gives us 11 strength. Is there anything better? There's not really, is there? Intelligence is interesting, but I think tank brigade, it's safer because we can reduce a hit. I mean, we're only going to be drawing 3 chats. So, yeah. Okay, let's do that then. So it's what did I say? 9 and then 2 is 11 to 2, so 5-1 odds. 5-1 odds, and there's only 2 units, and then the bonus combat tactics, so it's just 3 chip pools. So minimum of 2, maximum of 3. However, he's gonna get a card as well. So here we go. Yeah, let's do it. 4 Panzer Army. Oh dear. Right, so Panzer Battalion. Well, in some ways, that would have been their next impulse if I hadn't been making this attack. They have no units to deploy, so they've been doing the activation. Yeah, it would have been all an activation in here. Okay, so Panzer Battalion and air power. Oh, is that going to spoil things? Panzer Battalion. Add 2 to the combat strength of a German attack. Oh, add 1 to the strength of German defence. This adds German armour to the combat if not already present. 5. From turn 5, if the attack text is not in Soviet support, disregard the first hit incurred by the Germans. Well, it is in... Oh, please don't tell me. Oh no, it's not. Why didn't you tell me, guys? Could I have placed that marker better? Well, I mean, did I think I was going to do any of this? Probably not. Don't think so, because I think if I put it here, 1, 2, 3, well, yeah, it does reach. I should have put it there, shouldn't I? Yeah. So it adds 1 to his strength. This could go wrong, couldn't it? So what did I say we had? 9, 10, 11. 11 against 3. There's only 3 to 1 odds. We still get 3 jet pools, which there's a possibility I might bottle out of that last chip pool now. He's got armour anyway, and he's got a defender adjacent. Oh dear. So it adds 1 to his strength. Yeah, I've done that. And the attack is not in Soviet support, so it's going to disregard the first hit incurred by the Germans. Damn it. And that's careless. Because this was just a sort of attack. I mean, okay, I'm still getting to ignore a hit myself, but... yeah. Well, I tell you, maybe the one good things came of it, that's its combat tactic rather than its next impulse. Maybe. Right, well, I've got to do it now, so I've done it. So, right, so minimum of 2. So I'll get the 2 and we'll maybe be stopping there. Well, look at that. Attack a command 3, 4, or 5. We've got the Stavka card. So, well, it would be 1 hit, but he's getting to ignore 1 of them. So, right, I'll get the second minimum. Well, look at this. I was cursing at first when I looked at that. I thought we had 5 to 1, D2. However, look at the backside of this one. Greater than or equal to 3 to 1, A1, D2. Wow. I think I've seen it before. I don't think it applied at the time, but perfect situation for it because we're getting to ignore a hit. I mean, yes, I know he's getting to ignore 1, but he's now sitting at D2. I'm pretty sure I want this third chit now, don't I? I'm attempting fate because I'm at 3 to 1 odds. Yeah, you could well be grand. You could, I mean, if I draw another chit, if I do get a D hit, it's going to have an A hit attached to it. I mean, what could it be? I mean, we're not going to get another one of these. Yeah. I mean, what could it be? Like a 2 to 1 is going to have. Well, not necessarily. There are some that have just got D1 on them, haven't there? I think you should maybe pull out of this, Grant. Plus, I'm going to have to take the hit on the armoured unit. And I'm guessing, was he dropped to 4 or a 3? It's a 3. And mechanised infantry. Another reason not to do it. And you're in the VP hex. We've got to stop. I shouldn't risk this, I mean, I've got him at D2. He's going to retreat and then maybe take a step loss. Or retreat again and if he retreats twice and disperse, I've done very little to him, really. If he retreats once and takes a step loss, mind you, that's going to be a low roll we need to gain like the last one. And the best I'm going to get is D3 on him, which he'll retreat, disperse, and definitely take a step loss. Nah, I'm going to stop. It's too risky. I don't fancy my chances there. I think there's far too much a risk in me taking a hit. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stop there. So, well, we soak up a hit, he soaks up a hit, and he takes D2. That's basically where we're at. He's got 2 hits to take, and everything else is dealt with. Is that right? Yeah, I hit him at D3, A1, we ignore a hit, he ignores a hit, so it's D2, yeah. It's one of the moments where I'd like to pull the chit out now and have a look to see what it would have been, but we'll just leave that. Yeah, maybe I should, because I could chuck it back in the cup. Nah, I'm not going to. Oh, I forgot you had air power as well. I forgot all about that. Well, there's another reason to stop. Well, we did get rid of that 4 Panzer Army card. Okay, so his first hit is going to retreat once. He can go into any three possible hexes. So we need to find where that might be. Yeah, okay. German preferences. German VPX, hex not in dangerous round. None of them will be in dangerous round. Woods terrain, no. Hex to which no Soviet unit is proximate. Oh, there you go. Here was me saying, I'm interested to see that one. Not proximate. That's a lie, because we can advance after combat. Ooh. Would we? No. Would we? Surely not. I don't think we should we? We're in the VP hex. It's just we would surround these guys, but I mean they've got units like Jason. Nah. Yeah, so in actual fact, yeah, wherever he moves, we're going to be proximate. Well, no, that's not true. It's asking if you'd be proximate. It's not. Yeah, well, I'm not sure about that, actually. Because if he retreats to here, we're not proximate to it. However, when it comes to advance after combat, after retreats have been dealt with, I could move in there and be proximate to it. So, however, each one of these hexes would result in the same outcome. So, move on. Next preference is direction opposite forward arrow in units hex. Right, so it's straight back that way. So he retreats back there, that satisfies the first hit. And now we conduct a whole chance from him, and we really just want him to take a step loss, I think. But it's going to be a low roll, so it's going to be 2. There's no VP value. It's not Woods. No. No. If retreat would require, no. If retreat would cause dangerous round to another German unit. No. I mean, he's retreated already, and that. This unit is in dangerous round now, and that's because of my advance after combat. But that he had to do that retreat. He didn't have a choice. So I'm retreating anymore does not put anybody else in dangerous round, I don't believe. So, and then +2 if defending unit has already retreated 1 hit. So it's the same again, it's a 4. So I'll not bother showing you the dice roll this time. So again, this time we're looking for a 4 or less, aren't we? Because I just want him to take a step loss. So here we go. An 8, great. So they totally went the wrong way about. So an 8 means he retreats again, doesn't it? Yeah. So and then the preferences are, well, we can go in any one of these 3. Forgetting again, I don't think they're relevant, really, not dangerous round. Hex to it, no Soviet units proximate. They're all the same. So direction opposite forward arrow is that way, right. So he retreats twice, he does become dispersed, but yeah. We're closing in the end of the turn, so we've done nothing. I think it was wise to stop there though. Right, that satisfies his second hit. Or his third hit if you like. Yeah, that's it. Well, we're not doing any more shenanigans. I mean, this is 5 against 3, you know. Come on, Grant. Let's not. I mean, you could use the tank brigade on that as well and get 7 against 3, 2-1 odds. No, stop, Grant. Yeah, I'm not advancing after combat either. I'm just going to leave it at that. Well, that guy couldn't have advanced, by the way. He reinforced the battle, didn't he? Forgot about that. Well, we didn't advance him anyway. Okay, well, that went not very well, didn't it? Yeah. We tried, we failed. Yeah. Come back to another turn, I think. Started a new turn. See where I don't know. Not sure what we're doing. We're definitely got to be more defensive, and that was risky, really. But I was, I mean, to be honest, I did think I was in Soviet support. And looking at it now, I probably should have put it there, because if I was able to attack anything on that hex line, I was outside that, you know. Maybe it's a hindsight thing, though. Right, so who was it we just activated? Third tank, yes. And the 40th Army guy was brought in reinforced battle, so he doesn't count as being activated. Right, I'm going to take a pause there, guys. Need to put this bit up. But yeah, I might still be coming back for this German impulse. We'll see, and there's a chance of getting the turn finished tonight. Maybe. It's not getting. It's still early evening, or sorry, late evening. Yeah, but it's not getting too late. Still light outside. Anyway, right. Okay, I'll be back with the second half of this part shortly. Okay, cheers. Hi all. Right, back to finish. Was it the second half of part 56, isn't it? Anyway, German impulse. Yeah, after that disappointing Soviet attempt at something. Yeah. Oh well, right. Let's not ponder on it. Let's just move on. Right. So we've got 2 cards left. There are 2 cards left. So yeah. It's not. They don't really go that well. I mean, I could maybe do something with the Popov units again. Maybe have another attack. This doesn't help us with any combat tactic, however. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do that. Well, however, the Germans are going to do something first. So could there be a use for it in this impulse if they attack us? Well, let us see. Okay, right. What are they getting? Oh, possibly Third Corps. Kampf group, I think, is going to grab them all. Well, when I say them all, not them all, because there's a couple up top. There's a couple up and there. I think it's 2, is it? Yeah. Did they repair or something? Were they not one step? Nah. Whatever. I don't know. Right. So what, deploy? Well, there's nothing to deploy. Event. Oh, we're going to get the guy out of supply. Air supply. In one hex containing unsupplied German units, place all units in full supply. Does not apply if no German units are out of supply or isolated. Well, that's actually pretty good for us, I think. That's a whole lot of nothing, really, isn't it? Because if he's going to... I mean, I talked about this before about, again, you can only put down it's one of these things that are built into the game that they've decided not to sort of put steps in there to prevent this from happening. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've still got 2 cars in my hand, but it's very near the end of the turn. And yeah, you could say, well, I could maybe do something to stop this guy tracing supply again, but you can see what the position I'm at. But I suppose, can they really take all these things into consideration, you know? However, say this was its final impulse of the turn. I had no cards left, its final impulse, and it can trace supply. You maybe would have thought something might be there. But again, it could just be one of these things that goes against the AI from time to time. 14.4. So in one hex containing unsupplied German units, place all units in full supply, and it references 14.4. Let me just check this, just in case there is something in here that stops it. So page 39, 14.4, air resupply. You may play the air supply command at event as your card play for the impulse to restore an unsupplied Soviet unit or stack. Right, that's just regarding the Soviet. So if the German air supply command event occurs, one German unit stack that is currently out of supply or isolated is immediately placed in supply. Remove the out of supply and isolated marker from the stack. During the next supply phase, the unit stack will again be subject to a normal supply check. Among qualifying units, well, we've only got one unit, so yeah, he's going to become back in supply. So it's just one of the ones that we'll just take and say, right, we'll say, yeah, we'll just accept that one, thank you very much. Because although it was a Kampf group, I'm pretty sure all the third corps units were getting activated, weren't they? They're all within 2 of each other, so here was me thinking I might be able to use my battlefield replacements though. So I'm a bit disappointed at that. Yeah, okay, Grant. Right, well, quick impulse. Can we just move on here? Well, the other bit was, it might be better just leaving, because it was a German impulse there, just finishing that off, because I think the other bit I had was close to 40 minutes anyway, wasn't it? Yeah, and it'll just mean it's a shorter episode. I've just knocked one of the 40 core units. I think he was in there. I'd better check. Unit 1 in position 160. Right, I think I will just quickly put this together rather than move on our Soviet impulse, because I'm not actually sure what I'm doing. It's kind of like, I was expecting that to take a bit longer. Okay, I'll be back with part 57 shortly though, because I'm just going to copy this across and we'll get going. Okay, cheers.